Hey there, thanks for clicking on this video. If you are a beginner getting into firearms, whether it's for hobby purposes or for self-defense, you may find some value in this. Now, my name is Rob, and I wanted to talk to you about purchasing for your very first time and selecting the right tool for you, because that was one of the very first things that I was racking my brain around, like, what am I gonna buy? Fortunately enough, I have a range that's close by. They allow you to rent and get your hands on some and be able to, test them out. Now that is probably just one part of the puzzle, right? One part of the process of selecting what tool you're going to buy and what one you're going to use and feel confident in. We all hop on YouTube. We all look and explore information to see what we like, and we tend to gravitate what looks the coolest, what we think will work for us, but the bottom line is you have to get out there and test. So finding a range that allows you to rent, luckily local ranges, obviously prices may vary, but you can go and rent for $20 for an hour, as many of them as you want. Going into the range is probably, you want to have at least an idea of what you want to gravitate to, a specific brand, a specific model. But the bottom line is you have to get it in your hand. And one of the things that I walked in, I thought I was going to do a Springfield Armory platform. However, that was furthest from the truth. That was the first one that I tried, and I put it in my hand, and it wasn't the best. It was slippery. It was small. It didn't have a good form factor in my hand. And especially when you're handling something like this, you want to make sure that it feels good, you feel secure, you feel confident when you're holding it. So with that said, I have a couple with me right now. I bought two that I felt really, really good. One for at-home self-defense, and one for concealed carry. And I'll get into concealed carry probably in another video, but I want to dive into the ones that I have here. Now, this is the Walther PDP, and this is the 4-inch compact. So we've got a clear platform here. Now, the reason why I went with Walther out of all of them, I tested Springfield Armory, Sig Sauer, the 365. I did a Smith & Wesson, and I think the Walther. But the Walther, from an ergonomic standpoint, feels very good in my hand. Now, I have an extended mag. I've got an empty mag here. That adds a little bit. I took the magwell off of this. They had a performance magwell. I took that off because it was a little bit bulkier if I decided to carry. But the form factor and the ergonomics here, simply because of the grip, felt better in my hand. A lot of the other ones felt like they were slipping when I was on the range, but these feel, because of the grip in and of itself and the ergonomics, felt really, really good. So going to a range, I think, is very, very important. Testing as many as you possibly can is also a pretty good idea. So I'm gonna put this one away. Now, the next one that I have is probably one of my favorites. I had no clue about this brand, and just simply by testing is the Canik. Now, the Canik MC9 Prime, this is one that I use for my concealed carry. Recently, I got my concealed carry in the state that I live in, and this thing, with grip, trigger, and just the way that I am able to execute this on the range is awesome. I highly recommend the Canik. Now, I am not an expert by any means, and really you don't have to be. These are pretty simple machines, and really you have to choose the one that feels good in your hand, that you're confident that you can control and that you can manipulate, but also how you can execute on the target. Now, if you're just beginning and you're looking to explore which options, go to the range, test them out. But I think the big things for me are grip, how it feels in the hand, and it really comes down to how you're going to use it, really. It was big for me to get my concealed license and to be able to have something that you can obviously be incognito with is important. But when it comes to operating the tool, you need to have confidence. And you can't have things slipping around. So you'll notice that there's different things that you can do, and you can upgrade, and you can put grips and adjust these things to your liking. but I'm a pretty simple person, and I'm not big into the upgrades. This does have the capability of a red dot, which I probably will invest in. But for me, I just want to be able to maximize and get better at my skills and re-up my training. So really educating myself, getting myself back into a situation where I feel confident that I can operate in any type of encounter that may come up. Plus, it's fun. Let's be honest. I mean, it's good getting out there and throwing some downrange. It's a lot of fun to get into, and it's really a lifestyle. And especially with this guy right here, I'll talk more on holsters probably in another video. But ultimately, it's something that I carry with me every day, and it's almost an accessory that I almost feel as if I don't have it, something's missing, and I'm not much of an accessory guy. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. But ultimately, you have to get out there and try it. Explore online, watch a ton of videos, and try to figure out what you may think may be best for you, whether it's the information on YouTube or online search, whatever that may be. But get out there, spend the $20, get on the range, test them out. Don't rush at making a decision, but also understand that if you do commit to, or if you have committed to a tool that you may not necessarily be satisfied with, it just comes down to training. But ultimately, I want to make sure that this channel here is catering to those that are just getting into it and maybe joining my journey and upping my training and training and becoming a better owner and a better operator as well. So if you're interested, tag along. Love to have you. Reach out. Love to chat with any of you. Thanks for watching.